Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to show you how you can work with meshes more easily inside of Fusion 360. So as you can see here, I've been playing around with my CNC machine and I've been creating the toolpaths in Fusion 360. And if I show you this little piece, I'm cutting a piece of stock material to create this awesome little model. Now if I come back to the design workspace, you can see here that under the bodies file I'm still working with a mesh. So I haven't converted this to a solid body, and I'm not going to, because one, I don't need to edit it, and two, Fusion 360 really struggles converting these files. It can do it, it just takes so long. And if you've ever tried to work with meshes in Fusion 360, anything with a lot of vertices, it's just going to freeze up and it can't handle it. This is the model that I downloaded and it's available on TurboSquid. I'll leave a link to it in the description below if you're interested. And obviously it's free, so when you download this, it has a huge number of vertices. So let me show you. As you can see there, I'm downloading this as an STL, and the file size alone tells you how detailed this model is. It's nearly 100 megabytes. So if we open up that file now and we zoom in, so I'm going to change the shade here, pan this around, zoom in, you can see that it's extremely detailed. It has a huge number of vertices, which is generally what you'd expect for a mesh. Now what I wanted to bring your attention to is this fast quadric mesh simplification. This is a technique that somebody's created and it's been used in a few applications, and what they've managed to do is reduce the number of mesh triangles in a model very quickly. And as you can see here, it says you can simplify between 30,000 and 2 million triangles in less than 3.5 seconds, which is extremely impressive. If we scroll down a little bit here, you can see there are a few applications implementing this feature already. And the one that's of interest here is this one. It's a live web version. So if you click on that, this will take you to this page. Now what we can do here is simply browse. We can select that file we downloaded from TurboSquid and open it, and right away it knows how large the file is, and you can use this slider here to reduce the file. Now I'm going to go for 5%. So what this is going to do is it's going to reduce the model quality down to 5% of its original quality. Once you're happy with your setting here, click simplify. You'll see a few things happen here. So it says there the input is basically 1 million vertices and the reduction output is 50,001 vertices. That makes sense, that's our 5% reduction, and I managed to do this in a little over 5 seconds. If we click this download button here, that'll download our new model up there. As you can see, it's 4.8 megabyte. So if we come back to our files now and we open this one up, if we zoom in, you can see we still have an impressive amount of detail, but it's just not quite as smooth. We have a few edges on there, which is fine for 3D carving, as we don't really see that detail anyway, especially from a perspective like this. That difference is so minuscule, it's really not going to make a difference. So now that I'm back in Fusion 360, you can see if I zoom in here, you can see that I've been able to import this mesh relatively easily without Fusion 360 complaining or crashing. One thing worth noting here is that if I come back to design, I haven't converted this to a solid body, I've left it as a mesh. As I said, I don't need to edit it, but if you are interested in doing that, I have made a separate tutorial on how to do that, so I'll leave a link to it down below. Now when I want to generate my toolpaths for models like this, it's not going to take up to an hour, you know, and my computer's high spec. It's just because of the sheer number of vertices. When Fusion generates these toolpaths, it's having to account for all those, which takes so long. So now if I come to simulate here and I play this for you, you can see what the toolpath is going to do. Obviously it's going to carve out this 3D mesh. Just to show you how quickly this now works, if I right click my operation here and I regenerate it, I'm going to click yes. You can see the percentage here is jumping up pretty quickly, you know, 19%, 37%, and in a matter of seconds that's going to be done. Now whereas before I would import the original mesh, and as I said, you know, I could sit there for 30 minutes to an hour and this toolpath still wouldn't have generated. And that's if you're lucky and Fusion 360 doesn't crash in the process. That's all I wanted to do, was share this technique with you. It's something I found recently. I've been using it a lot in the last couple of weeks, and it's something that I think you should keep in your toolbox really, because it saved me a lot of time and headaches with my CNC work. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you in another video.